Over the last 2 months here on the video reports, I have said repeatedly that the only time we have the advantage over the odds makers is in the opening 2 weeks of the season, no matter the sport, because in that period, they know no more than us as to what to expect on the field. And I proved my point once again on Saturday, guys, cashing in with my opening college game of the year play for the 10th time in 13 seasons, Wisconsin, laying 20.5 at home, pitching the shutout 35-0 over Oregon State. Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Sunday video report. I've got 3 free plays coming your way, breaking down the Browns, Bengals, Jets, Cowboys, and Arizona, Carolina clashes, plus money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $20 off any single purchase here today at the site. That's coming up as well. Now, a little addendum. You also know that since July, I've told you that I felt that this advantage would be amplified, the advantage that we enjoy in the opening weeks of the season, amplified this year in the NFL because of the work stoppage. This gambling game that we all play, it's all based on information, guys. And when there's no flow of information, it puts the odds makers at a disadvantage. And that's where they were and still are because of the work stoppage. No off-season training, workouts, no early summer camps, new defensive and offensive schemes being instituted, less time to practice, all these things affecting the amount of information that's coming out from camps. You had a shortened summer camp. You had a strange preseason with the way coaches and players approached it because of the lack of the summer workouts. Consequently, that has extended our advantage and amplified it in the NFL. And again, proving my point there, you know I kicked off the season on Thursday night with my 15-dime opening 2011 total of the year play. How easy was New Orleans Green Bay going over the total? And right here on the video, I give you a free play on the Packers. Guys, not only am I going today for football winner 10 out of 13 so far this summer, but in the NFL, I'm already 8-3 here, preseason and regular season combined, including 7-3 with 15-dime plays. Now, why am I talking about a 15-dime play? It may not sound like a lot, but guys, remember this is simply a unit of measure, and you have to know what the scale is. And in my case, the scale is very tight and very small because 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes in 5-dime increments. So a 15-dime play, such as Wisconsin yesterday, such as the Packers-Saints over on Thursday, is right there at the top of the scale. And today, I have my 15-dime opening pro football game of the year on Pittsburgh and Baltimore. This is a play I've won 12 of the last 16 seasons. Guys, the last 7 regular season meetings between these two teams have been decided by a total of 25 points. You're not going to find a blowout today. I think this is going to be a 24-20 final. Which way, of course? That's going to be the 15-dime opening game of the year play. These 15-dime plays on the heels of Wisconsin yesterday, on the heels of the Packers over on Thursday, 15-dime NFL plays. The last 4 years, my record, 40-23. Same 15-dime plays in the NBA the past 2 years. I'm 26-11. So, I'm going to get to your free picks in a moment. But by the way, talking about free picks, yesterday, I also gave you Washington State, minus 14 points, a Cougars in an obscure game against UNLV. And I told you, the key in college football is concentrating the most where the odds makers concentrate the least. Was it a marquee attraction? Absolutely not. Was it a winner? Washington State, minus the 14 points, rolls 59-7 over UNLV. I also told you Oregon would rebound from its loss to LSU and hammer an overmatched Nevada squad in Eugene, and the Ducks, laying 29 points, rolled 69-20. My final free pick on Saturday was a marquee game, and I always say that the marquee games have the sharpest lines and the toughest ones to win. What was it? South Carolina, minus 3 points over Georgia. What happened? South Carolina rallies, opens a 10-point lead late. Georgia scores the touchdown late. 45-42, it finishes right on the number, which leads me to say again, guys, now you know why I say that there are many times that you've got to buy the insurance when the line crosses 3, 4, 7, and occasionally 10. In my 25 plus years as a professional handicapper, guys, and even longer as a gambler, the one thing that has made me more money and saved me more money than anything else is buying the half point when the line crosses those numbers, either up or down, depending whether I'm on the favorite or the underdog. I don't do it every single time, but you have to do it on occasions. And yes, if I had bet South Carolina yesterday, I guarantee you I would have bought the half point in that one. Now listen, guys, there are also a couple other hot handicappers I want to quickly give congratulations to. Chris Jordan, 600-star winner yesterday. He was also on Wisconsin. Listen, a $1 better, betting $1 on every unit that he has released over the past 4 months has won $4,700. Last year they won $15,500. Since 2005, they've won $29,470. Meanwhile, Chuck O'Brien just continues his red-hot roll. A $10 better since June, has won $8,880 in all sports combined, basketball, baseball, and football. Yesterday, he cashed in with a 40-dime play, number 26 out of 36, in fact, and he has won 10 of the last 12 days. He said Kentucky would beat Central Michigan by 2 touchdowns. They won it 27-14, almost on the money. Also, props going out to Scott Delaney. Yesterday, he had a 30-dime play on Washington State. His net profit the past 5.5 months, $10 player, has won $8,530. Guys, with all that being said, let's turn to the first free pick. Let's look at the Sunday night game, shall we, between Dallas and the Jets. Cowboys a 5.5-point underdog in this contest. Why? Because all the hullabaloo around the Jets, guys. Jets are like the public favorite. They're one of those teams that you're always going to pay more on the public favorites, like the Patriots, the Jets, the Packers, etc. That's why they're a 5.5-point chalk. But listen, I think the Cowboys have more playmakers, okay? I think the Cowboys have the advantage at quarterback with Tony Romo over Mark Sanchez, especially with Sanchez still, because of the lack of offseason workouts, not really developing the chemistry he needs with a rebuilt receiver core. Jets running game has some questions. Is Sean Green going to be able to carry the load? Big game for Jason Garrett. First game out of the block as his regular season, official starting regular season head coach for the Cowboys. I like the way he really calls and diversifies the offense. They've got Romo back. As I said, they've got lots of playmakers. Hopefully the defense will be a little better. Cowboys 5-2 as a dog last year, 7-3 in their last 10 as a dog, getting the cover. I'll grab those 5.5 points because I think this is a field goal game either way. Next free play is going to be the Arizona-Carolina contest, guys. Arizona, a 7-point chalk at home. Here, the odds makers are counting on the public hysteria, the love affair that everybody has with Cam Newton. You know, Cam Newton, great guy at Auburn, played 1 year of college football, right? Named the starting quarterback for a team that sucked last season. The public perception is that Carolina, the odds makers, want to grab you and get you sucked into playing the Panthers plus the 7 points. That would be a mistake, guys. That's all there is to it. This is a rebuilding Carolina team. Arizona, meanwhile, not rebuilding, reloading, and doing so with Kevin Kolb. Listen, he has the grasp of the West Coast offense after being on the bench in Philadelphia most of the last 3 years. This is a sucker play. Keep in mind, Carolina 4-12 against the spread last year, including 2-6 on the road. I say Arizona minus the 7 is the way to go. And yeah, if I was betting it, I would buy down the half point in that one as well. Now, your money saving discount coupon code is going to be NATION20. NATION20, N-A-T-I-O-N and the number 20, no space between the word or the number. NATION20 will be your money-saving discount coupon code. It'll save you $20 off of any single purchase you make today. It's a one-time usage coupon. Just enter the code in the shopping cart when prompted, and you'll save $20. Don't have to necessarily buy my plays, but hey, what can I tell you? I'm winning like crazy. Anybody's site or any handicapper at the site, the coupon code is good for. Once again, it is NATION20. Now, your next free play. It's one of the obscure games on the Sunday card, if there can be an obscure game in the NFL. I like the Browns minus the 6.5. Listen, I know last year the Brownies were 2-6 against the spread at home. I know that they were 2-6 straight up in Colt McCoy's starts. But here's the difference. This is Colt McCoy's second year and Mike Holmgren's second year in Cleveland. This is a whole new, not regime, because you still got Brown and Marvin Lewis there in Cincinnati, but a new regime on the field with a rookie quarterback and Andy Dalton, who I never really liked at TCU, to be honest with you, making his first pro start, and it's going to be on the road. Sure, they got him a playmaker in A.J. Green, but this Bengals team has a lot of problems. They're 0-3 against the spread in their last 3 openers. They've only covered 4 of their last 16 road games. Okay, granted, the Browns are 1-11 straight up since returning to the league in home openers straight up, But I like the Browns here, minus the 6.5 points as your final free play. So once again, the Browns minus the 6.5, Dallas plus the 5.5, and Arizona minus the 7 are your 3 free plays. Your money sitting discount coupon code is NATION20. And now just a little moment for a personal note. Of course, we know what today is. And listen, first of all, my sympathies to any of you out there that suffered losses because of the 9/11 tragedy 10 years ago today. And my heartfelt thanks goes out to anyone that took part in the recovery and the rebuilding, not just of a building, but you know what I mean, in the nation here. It's one of those things. I mean, I'll tell you, everybody's got a 9/11 story. It's because it's something that's scorched in your minds. It's a day that will always be there. You're always going to remember exactly where you were at that moment. I was on my way down to fly to Atlanta, to board a plane to fly to Atlanta. Steve Budin, the CEO of the site, he was in New York trying to board a plane to fly back to Miami. Again, this is something that is earmarked our generation. Just like John F. Kennedy's assassination back in 1973 earmarked and defined our parents' generation, just like the bombing of Pearl Harbor, earmarked our generation of our grandparents in that era. It's something that's never going to be forgotten. The one thing I can say, though, is that, I've had the luxury of being able to crisscross the country, drive back and forth 5 or 6 times over the past decade. And I've done all the touristy things from the Golden Gate Bridge, to the Grand Canyon, to the Archway in St. Louis. But the 2 things that have made the greatest impression on me, the Oklahoma City National Memorial, where the FBI building was bombed in 1995, the memorial they have there in Oklahoma City, just a phenomenal place to visit. And of course, the area surrounding the World Trade Center. During the devastation, during the recovery, during the rebuilding, if you get a chance to travel, the enormity of the destruction for those 2 sites, it's just, you can't put it in words. You have to see it for yourself. So anyway, good luck everybody today. I got to be honest with you. I think it's hypocritical for the NFL to be playing today. I just don't particularly care. I wouldn't do this video, and I wouldn't even do my site if it wasn't for the fact that customers have paid money. They're expecting to get their plays, so business goes on. I would rather not be doing it today, but that's how it goes sometimes. So anyway, good luck to you all out there, and I will catch you again on Monday.